Monmouth University women's lacrosse team goes up to Canisius this weekend for the MAAC semifinals here with senior Nicole Duca as we look ahead to the semifinal matchup with Marist. And Nicole, we first have to look back to the game and the win against Iona. You and the rest of the defense played just a phenomenal game. How were you guys able to be so effective in that win against the Gales?
I think it started with our practices. Before that, we knew exactly what we were going to come up against again. We didn't know if they were going to have like new tricks up their sleeves or anything like that. So we just played like as a unit, and Caroline had an awesome game back there. So we also feed off of like her energy and her saves, and we get hyped when she does great too. So it really just keeps adding on.
And in the two wins against the Gales, one had the attack go crazy, 17 goals. Then to hold Iona to 4 goals for a long majority of the game before the 7. It was a great game for you all. And it seemed like this group, which is more veteran on the backside of the defense, you, Terrence Schweitzer and company, just seems to be gelling more than really have all season. And playing your best at the best time of the year, how important is that going into this weekend?
It's very important. We always play like a family. I've played with Taryn since 7th grade, so I know exactly like what she's going to do when she does it too. So it's like kind of weird how we can read each other's minds. And then we've played with like Christina for over 2 years now, and Amanda, we played with her last year. So it's really just building the chemistry and having each other's backs all the time.
And then now you go up to Canisius to take on Marist, the team that you played just a few weeks ago. Outcome wasn't the way that the team wanted it to go. What are you telling the rest of your teammates, and what are you looking forward to the most on Friday?
Just to stay focused and like stay poised and composed and playing Monmouth lacrosse. I don't really think we played Monmouth lacrosse when we played them a couple weeks ago. We kind of, did a lot of little mistakes, so we've been trying to work on those little mistakes and capitalizing on them during practice.
Now with the head coach, Eileen Ghent, as we look ahead to Monmouth's appearance in the MAAC semifinals against Marist. And Coach Ghent, in order to get to that semifinal matchup with Marist, a very convincing win over Iona. Your defense specifically was phenomenal in that game. Talk about their effort and what they did executing your game plan.
I think our defense did play well, but behind our defense was a phenomenal play in Caroline Holster. The whole game, she was just on top of it, ready to communicate. She was inside the cage, outside the cage, making big plays for us. So I think that helped our defense gain the momentum and, most importantly, the confidence to make some big plays. But it all came from Caroline in that game. We did try a couple different defenses. All were working for us, but we just kept the rotation coming.
And when you're a coach and even a player and your goalie is playing as well as Caroline did in that game, what kind of confidence does it give you to know if a shot does get off, most likely it's going to be saved? And like you said, she was just fantastic in that game.
She was pretty unstoppable, and it kind of makes you as a coach and as a player have full confidence in not just her but the other teammates that are on the field too. We're a team that encourages risks and encourages learning from our mistakes, so the more we're able to trust each other, the more risks we're able to take. So we're able to play a little bit better knowing that we have some confidence in our defense and in Caroline.
And now coming out of that matchup, again, that big win over the Gales, your second win over them in 2 matches, you get another rematch, and you take on a Marist team that the outcome during the year wasn't, I'm sure, what you wanted. So the fact that you'll see the Red Foxes again, what are you most looking forward to in that matchup?
I think Marist is a very talented team, and we're excited to play them on Friday. I think when we played them before, they executed their game plan, and we didn't quite even scratch the surface of ours. So having 2 games, one playoff game and the end of the season game against Iona helped us make those adjustments and find out what we wanted to change or not change leading into the semifinal game on Friday. So we're hoping to maintain some of our adjustments, but also make some new ones specifically for Marist.
And then, Coach, final question, and probably one that is a little unexpected, but year 1 for you, to get this program into the semifinals in the MAAC tournament in your first year, what do you think that means for the development of the program, and how far this team's come since you took over?
I think it doesn't have a lot to do with me. I think it does have a lot to do with the leadership that we have on our team and just the type of mentality and culture that they've created this year on the team. I think it's a lot of positivity, a lot of resiliency when we do make those mistakes, and just learning from each other and trusting each other. I think that those seniors that are on and off the field making good decisions, they just bring it to the team and kind of create a sort of culture that is, we're going to win together and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So I think that kind of made the biggest difference. And, leading a team into playoffs my first year is just like it was last year. I feel like I'm just a part of it as I was last year, and now I just have a little bit more decisions to make.
Well, Coach, we appreciate a few minutes. Wish you the best of luck on Friday.
Thank you.
That's head coach Eileen Ghent in her first year leading Monmouth into the semifinals. They take on Marist on Friday at 4 p.m. It'll be live at Canisius College and on ESPN3.